breath a little bit. You got some brush in the way.
Yeah, a little bit. You guys ready?
Yep.
You guys ready? Nope.
Yep.
That hit him hard.
Yeah. Just listen, great shot. Nice freaking shot.
You think that?
That's a good shot. That was freaking awesome.
So we started out early this morning, working up this ridge, and Woody put us on 3 great bulls this morning. And it was just a matter of deciding which one. And they started working down the ridge a little bit, and one followed the other one. And you know, Woody called me on the second one. He got a little broadside, and he was behind some brush, popped the safety off, and he eased out. And Woody stopped him with a cow call, and I put it right on that front shoulder at 330 and let that Christensen 7 PRC bark. And man, I hit him so hard. I mean, we're obviously shooting suppressed, and you can hear the report of that bullet, and it just whacked him. And you know, talking to the guys here, Kyle, Woody, and Adam, there's a pine tree that he just crashed right into, and we think he's down within a couple steps. So now the fun part begins. We're here in Idaho, first elk with the Christensen 7 PRC, and I couldn't be happier. So we got a long walk to go in and get him. Glad we've been doing all that cardio, which we haven't been, but it's all gonna be worth it when we get to him. So we got to the opposite ridge where Woody's obviously, you know, picked up the bull. We were trying to communicate cross canyon, and you know, 300-400 yards. It's hard to try to figure out what the other guy's saying through binos. But we got over here to where he's at. He came down the trail and met us, and said I put it right on that shoulder and smoked him. He only went about 30 yards from the impact, and we're gonna go put our hands on him. Lose him?
No, he's right there. Freaking awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
He's just right there. Bolt's open. Look at that big mamma jamma.
He's freaking awesome.
Look at the mass on him. Dude.
He's freaking awesome.
At 330 across the canyon, I couldn't see that. Maybe you could, but
He's awesome.
yeah. Well, we just got up to my bull. Obviously, we're huffing and puffing. Woody obviously came over and found him and located him for us. But today's been a fantastic day. You know, we started out early, had breakfast about 5:45, left camp shortly thereafter, climbed up to the first ridge and just started spotting bulls immediately. And we saw 3 shooters right out of the box. Woody got us prone on the ridge, and it was just a waiting game at that point. And candidly, at one point, I thought the hunt was over, because he's like, oh, they're going into the brush and they're going to leave us forever. But fortunately, that didn't happen. The first one that this guy was following stopped, and he stopped right behind him, and then they started to pick up again, and Woody made a little cow call at him, and he stopped and turned broadside, and at 330 yards just put it right on his shoulder and absolutely pumped him. He went maybe 30 yards from where the impact was and died right here. Couldn't be any happier. As Adam would say, I'm super excited, and this is what memories are made of.
This segment's brought to you by Dillon Manufacturing, building blinds, towers, and feeders that will last a lifetime. This segment's brought to you by Element Outdoors, where technology meets comfort.
This is a big group of sheep we're looking at. The sun's hitting them just right. We're just taking a minute to make sure. There's a couple shooters in here, so we're going to make a plan on which angle to go. Give us the best opportunity for success. It's pretty exciting. We've been hunting for 4 days now, and we've seen sheep every day, but this is a really good group. We've been watching this group, and in the very bottom there's a big ram. He's definitely going to be the one we're going after this morning. He's bringing up the rear of the whole group. There's a ewe in heat. It's unusual that a ram of this quality would be with a big group like this, but they have a female in heat, and we're going to use it to our advantage.
Sheep on the left, on the left. Tell me when you're on it.
Nope. No.
Which one?
Which one?
Furthest to the left.
Furthest to the left.
Everybody's good?
Yeah, baby. Damn, dude. nothing hard about that. Yeah. We have been hiking so hard. Come on, man. That's awesome. Great hunt. I am jacked up, man. And I'm not afraid to say it. We got it. We passed a hell of a ram earlier this week that we didn't get it on film for you guys. We are so passionate about sharing these adventures with y'all. We got Morgan Tyler here guiding us, new friends. I don't even know what to say, man. I am jacked up. Thank you to Chris and Kyle for hunting hard with us all week. That's our third ram in a week. with this great outfit. Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you, man. Awesome. Great job. Hey, great job.
incredible.
To get up here and hunt these mature rams way up where they live. You get over 30, you're doing, you know, you're killing a nice ram. Over 31, you've really done something. And this ram goes 32 by 32. He's not gonna set any records, but this is an absolute trophy aoudad. Just got up here to this ram, got him set up a little bit to take some photos. And as you can tell, he's a stud. So we're finally tagged out, day 4 out here at Arns Ranch and Wildlife. Just had an awesome hunt.
This segment's brought to you by Orange Corn Company, your ultimate wildlife attractant. This segment's brought to you by Deer's Eye View, the ultimate hunting and fishing companion.
So we spotted this group over here. There's one good shooter in there. So 3 or 4 of them broke off over here, so he's chasing these ladies. These guys are in full rut, so he's not really concerned about us. He's only concerned about these ladies. So we're just trying to, he's headed this direction. We're trying to come up with a game plan of how we can get out in front of him and get a shot. But he's definitely what we're looking for. He's got size, mass, length, character. He meets our age group we're looking for. So hopefully we'll make something happen here soon. Well, this is exactly what we came out here for. This guy is older, he's mature, he's long, he's got some curls to him, he's got some mass. Man, this guy is absolutely amazing. I've always wanted to shoot one of these guys for a long time. Just a bucket list animal for sure. Just absolutely gorgeous, you know. Never hunted Colorado or this part of the world in general, and I just couldn't be more excited. You know, the Christensen Arms absolutely hammered him. We're shooting the 7 PRC and absolutely love it. So couldn't be more thankful to be part of the No Limits team. Thanks to SD Outfitters for putting on this magnificent animal. Just the hospitality, the lodgings, accommodations, just quality people to deal with.
This segment's brought to you by Dillon Manufacturing, building blinds, towers, and feeders that will last a lifetime. This segment's brought to you by Reveal Cellular Trail Cameras, with data plans starting as low as $5 a month.
So it's the last day of our safari here at Limcroma Safaris. We're just talking about 7 days just isn't enough to really enjoy the experience. 10 to 14 is always better. So I got Big Jason on the truck with me. We're gonna ride around for the last evening. He's still got a Gems buck to check off of his list, and Art told me he's gonna try to put me on a real legit kudu too. So we'll see if we can't get those 2 done this afternoon. Just a fantastic day. Like I said, we're wrapping things up and just figured we'd jump in the high rack together and share some time before we get on the airplane home. Let's go. He's off to the right side of those trees. Yeah. Yeah.
To the right of that, and about another 50 yards or so past it.
Okay.
Foot down from the highest point of the hump. Do it again. Yep.
I didn't hit him?
Yep, you hit him. Gonna go down. Just went down. Great shooting both times, my friend.
Thank you.
What a special bull. What a damn special bull.
We just had a we just had a unique opportunity, to say the least. We were riding around with Jason this afternoon looking for Gems buck and maybe a kudu, and we got a call from another one of the hunters in the area, and the kudu that we've been looking for was just feeding up in these little trees here. And he called us and said, hey guys, you know, he looks pretty calm. He's not aware of anything going on. Y'all need to get over here. And we hightailed it around the corner, eased up the road, probably 1,000 yards, worked the cover in our favor, got in this little shady spot, and Art talked me through the shot. I mean, he didn't even know that we were here. And like I said, Art talked me through, hey, highest point of the hump, go down 12 inches and just break that trigger. And I did. And the first one rang home. We could hear it, and then he started to move off to the right, and I made another running shot on him and plugged him again, and he went down behind the trees right over there. And this is, I think, a kudu of a lifetime.